Hi, here's Peter Song of the English Critical Thinking and Writings 2A class, doing my presentation on the poster board for literature review. And here is my slide on the problematic mobile phone and smartphone use skills, a systematic review. As you can see, I'm filming on a phone, sorry, because the quality on the images are really bad, and I need to switch to the other tab in order to present the graphs and tables, so that's why I'm filming on a phone. And here's the abstract. The abstract is pretty short. The abstract is about the smartphone is on the dominant status within the human societies, and the researchers wanted to know in a scale of measuring with using the scale of scientific measuring and concluding from other people's papers and results, are the smartphones becoming more problematic and dominant in people's life. So the study examines 78 existing validated skills that have been developed over the past 13 years to measure, identify, or characterize excessive or problematic smartphone use by evaluating their theoretical foundations and their psychometric properties. Still, the exam requires further examination and supplement in future. What this means is although they have developed for 13 years and have already used 78 existing validated skills, they are still not sure, and there are many extra datas and unused datas because there are not enough scientific evidence to validate them and support them. So future studies are needed. This exam is basically a milestone or a conclusion to other people's works and their contribution to the study about the smartphone usage. So we are what the researchers are trying here is to make a skill, make a efficient skills on what the smartphone usages, and identify their addictiveness and harmness. So here is the process. Allow me to go to the image. So here is the elimination process of deciding what skills to use, and what other people's exams they will include. And here is their process of elimination or data extraction. First thing, they have 2,452 records identified, and 379 records were excluded. So 2,073 records were selected as unique. And from the title, 1,567 records were excluded as they didn't seem to fit the topic. So 506 records were selected as related to the topic and skills. And from the abstract, 40 records were excluded. So their abstract failed to fit the standard of the examination. so 466 studies were examined for applicable measures, and 78 unique measures were identified and finally put into the use and tables, as we can see table 1, table 2, and table 3. Some contents of the table 2 and table 3 are overlapped, and that's why the researchers and I said in the abstract that there are a more further exam and more articles and studies required in order to fulfill the true skills of measuring the cell phone usage. So here's table 1. It's a really long table, so I'm going to make it as fast as possible. So here we have the title. This is basically the shortened version of the title and the answer of the articles in chronological orders, the items, the item format, and item scale. This is basically reading like how useful they were. And here's the content domains. Content domains is basically what the content or the item has, the scopes has covered. And the next thing is internal consistency. This is basically the how in order to decide how related they are to the main topic we are discussing. And this is the temporal stability. This is basically useless. Tests and retests. So sample norms. This is what exam groups or people are involved in the research or examination in the individual studies. And here is the purported construct, basically the construction and what they are using. Here's the criterion related validity. This is just saying this is just more specific about like the problem, like internet addiction. So just briefly showing through the yeah, it is a really long table. And that's why the quality sucked. Yep. So the skill 1 was on the problematic use of cell phone skills. And the table 2 is on the frequency. So here is the title, the shortened version of the title, the answer, the item format, item scale, and content domains, as we explained, internal consistency, and temporal stability, and the sample norms, purported construct, and criterion related validity. So this is basically the same table of the same title, but this is the topic about the frequency instead of the problematic use. And this is the table 3. Table 3 is measuring depends on the motivation and the purpose while using the phone. And here we have the title, the shortened version of the title, the answers, or the initials of the titles, items, item format, item scale, and content domains, internal consistency, temporal stability, sample norms, purported construct, and finally criterion related validity. So as we can see, some of the studies are overlapped with the frequency, on the matter of the score of the frequency or the second image, and that's why more studies and researchers are needed. And coming back to the PowerPoint, here are the 3 images. Yeah, as you can see, the quality is really bad. The results of the examination shows there are no results. So basically, what they are saying is more researchers, and data are needed, and more extraction and more specific methods are needed in order for them to make an actual scientific conclusion. And here is the reference. Thank you for watching.